That's how I feel when only person who can stop you is the man in the mirror. When you look down at your wrists and you see money. When you look at your shoes and you see money. When that scarf on your neck means money.
This is Zip Squad, bitch.
Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss. Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Island of Relevancy. Welcome back to the Bloodline Network, and welcome back to Top Rope Wrestling Talk. And as you can see, we've got a packed house tonight, and I'm going to steal it from him, a super stacked show. And I am, of course, your main man, your producer, your all that stuff. I'm going to do this real quick. The notorious D.O.M. And I am joined by the founder of Top Rope Wrestling Talk and the high class one, Bruce.
That's me.
The first lady of Top Rope Wrestling Talk, Latina Heat herself, Grandma Wendy. And our special guest, an honorary member of Top Rope Wrestling Talk, is the man that takes you back to then, takes you now, and will be with you forever. And it's now on iHeartRadio. Congratulations from the Wrestling Delorean, Mike Dinero.
What up? Thank you so much for that. I am so excited.
Welcome, friend.
Thank you so much. It has been too long since I've been on Top Rope. Long time coming.
It has been a hot minute. Welcome back.
Yes.
Last
Welcome.
time you were on, these two weren't even here, so it's good to have you back, man.
I appreciate being back, and I'm excited.
Oh, and already we got the fam in the building. What's happening, TK?
Oh, first pick.
Oh shit, are we there already?
Yes.
Hang on, folks. We'll get back to the comment.
Everybody knows I'm a big stickler for rules.
He just said 50% of the roster is getting drafted tonight.
Yes, the other 50%.
Oh, interesting.
That's a big freaking draft, man.
Surprised this isn't 3 hours.
Right?
Will be drafted tonight. The other 50% will be drafted this Monday.
Oh, Monday.
Yeah, they did say it was going to be.
All right, let's see. Are they going to make a pick now, or is it just an introduction to the draft?
Give me a second.
I couldn't hear you over the dog. What were you saying?
And I said, are they going to make a pick now, or are they going to just introduce the draft right now?
I'm trying to figure that out.
I think they're just introducing.
Superstars from NXT are also available for the draft.
Oh, NXT is available too. Okay. Oh, he is gonna make it.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
I heard Teddy Long was supposed to be a part of this, but I don't know for sure.
It's probably going to be like the NFL draft where you have like some celebrity or guest
Yeah.
draft.
Like make a
Most likely, yeah.
So the question is, are you ready?
You have to
Oh,
imagine.
that was a cheap pop.
A Triple H always has to hit that. Are you ready?
Of course.
I can't hear you. Yeah, I don't know. I like that. Yeah.
This first pick goes to Smackdown. And they select
Who?
Well, there's a shocker.
drafted as one. Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, and the undisputed WWE
Wait a minute. He didn't take the Usos with him?
I was just
That's what
about.
I'm
There's a
saying.
little shocker
interesting.
is that the Usos were not taken along with Roman and Solo and Paul.
Wow.
Just adding to that drama that's been building in the background.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Told you they were going to split.
So
I said it
that's,
last month.
I mean, that's a surprise, but it's not a surprise.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
like,
you knew he was going to be the number one pick.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
even know why Roman's in the draft. I mean, they brought the new belt out, and clearly that's going to be on Raw. So where would they put the other champ? You know,
That means that the new World Heavyweight Champion will be exclusive.
Cody's the second pick.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Unless the Usos are the second pick. That would make it real interesting right off the bat.
Oh no, wait, Cody got drafted to Raw.
Yep. You called it.
So far, nothing's changing.
No,
So far.
nothing at all.
So far,
Nothing
I
has
figured
changed.
they'd send Cody to SmackDown and to continue that shit with Roman, but I guess.
No, because they don't want him to beat Roman.
Well, I guess we know who the new champ's gonna be.
Not
Yep.
yet, at least.
He just got drafted.
We're gonna get Cody and Rollins 12 for the World
Right.
Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, of course.
I can see that.
No, I definitely could see them. If they do it like tournament style, then that's
Yeah.
the shoo-in for
And
the
honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Seth and Cody again. That shit was great.
And to be honest, I'm not giving it to Cody.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
giving it to Seth.
Okay, there's a surprise. If y'all saw it.
Well, I'm getting the pick right now.
Wow, I'm in the future for once.
Oh, you're in the future.
I'm not getting anything.
SmackDown
I'm in the void.
Bianca just got taken by
SmackDown just drafted the Raw champion.
Yep.
So I guess Rhea's probably
Seriously?
going to. I would hope.
Are they
Dead
gonna do,
serious.
like,
Belair just got
Remember, I think
drafted
it
to
was
SmackDown.
last year, the New Day
Holy
and
shit.
Street Profits got drafted, and they had the titles on either show, but they flipped, so they just handed each other the belts and left.
Yeah, remember when they had Charlotte and Becky? They were supposed to hand each other the belts, and then there was all that drama.
Mm-hmm. It became a whole thing.
Okay, Becky stays on Raw. That's not too shocking. Bianca is. I'm amazed they let Bianca move. How much you want to bet the Profits are going to follow her?
Like
Or-
the way
or
this
at least
is going,
Tez.
the way this is going, I don't even know if we're gonna get to talk about anything else.
Yeah, this is rapid fire at this point.
Like they're just going one
Mhm.
right after another. I figured they'd have a match by
Well, they're
now.
going to do a bunch of picks, and then they're going to go into a match. Then they'll come back with a bunch of picks.
Well, how big is their roster? If they're doing 50%, we could figure out how many picks they're doing.
It's big.
Yeah, and
We
they
can
got
figure out who got-
NXT too.
We can figure out who got caught up in the budget cuts by the end of the night.
Yeah, right when they're
Yeah,
not picked.
seriously.
Like, oh, I see what
Oh.
you did there, Nick Khan.
The challenging for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships tonight in our WrestleMania main event rematch. Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Wait, so did they just get picked?
Sounds like it.
They're going to Monday.
I missed it. I got
I
my
think this is-
volume down so we don't get booted, and I missed it. Sorry, guys. I promise I'm gonna get to these comments.
Do you think when Triple H introduced that new title on Monday that he was taking shots at Roman Reigns?
Yeah. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, and then right
You
now,
I
have
think
to
that is the
acknowledge
ugliest
him. He's gonna
title
be the
in the
workers'
entire
champ.
world.
It's not that
It really
ugly,
is
bro.
ugly.
It
It's ugly.
is ugly as
It's
fuck.
my big gold belt with a WWE logo in the middle of
That is exactly what makes it
It's
ugly.
entirely illegible.
it looks like, I don't know, like just seeing the one that they have up on shop WWEshop.com, it looks a lot different than the one that they showed live on Raw. Like the WWE
Oh, for
logo
real?
doesn't blend in with the rest of the title, where the one they showed on Raw, it blends in a little better.
Maybe it was like a prototype they had to throw out there or something on Monday.
Yeah, the one on Shop, it looks like that WWE logo could spin, and I hope it doesn't.
Oh no, please don't spin.
Please
We
not.
don't need that shit.
I don't even. So, we're talking about the new world heavyweight championship. My boy Lance Storm took to Twitter to talk about it after it was unveiled.
Great.
Is this a new championship with zero lineage, or is it replacing one of Roman's titles and inheriting that lineage? Are there now 2 or 3 world titles in WWE? He's got a point.
He definitely does.
Very valid.
I missed half that because I was just sitting here bopping to Sammy's music. I couldn't help myself.
No, Lance Storm definitely has a point, and I think that since they did introduce a new title, they have to fuse the 2 titles that Roman's holding, because it would look stupid. 2 brands, 3 titles. So definitely fuse it and then just have 2 titles. I think that they tried to have the lineage of the old World Heavyweight Champion by trying to make it look like the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
But that's just
stupid.
It really is.
You know what, Lennox? That was a great question, and I'm not even sure where the Usos are right now. I think this was just to promote the match. I don't know.
Yeah.
and going back to the world title, I apologize because I'm looking at comments and I'm sitting here listening to Sammy's music, and I'm just thinking,
Ole, 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 ole. Hey, cheers, babes.
I'm confused myself. I don't know if they're going to put Roman's belts together or if they're going to say this is like their version of the WCW world title, and that's the lineage that we're going off of. So like everybody from WCW, Dolph Ziggler, Del Rio, all those guys, Ray, they all held that title, and now somebody else can.
No, they should have just brought back the original.
They should have. But
They should have just brought back the original.
3 titles feels pretty fucking unnecessary.
definitely it does.
And I'm sorry, all this talk of the bloodline on the Bloodline Network, and I haven't even taken the time to acknowledge the tribal chief. What is going on, Devin?
What it is?
Love you, bro.
Hey,
Thanks for showing up
what's
last
up,
night
Dev?
to the live NFL draft watch along Thursday night for the first round. If you didn't see it, go back and watch. It was entertaining as fuck.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was hearing something about it on
Someone who's not up to date all the time on football and just been watching more like casually. You guys made it a really fun show to watch and sit through. So kudos to you guys.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You had nothing to do with it. You weren't even there.
Hey,
He's just going to take the praise anyways. You're
I'm taking
welcome.
the praise.
So the chef has said it's not like the big gold belt was always treated that great to begin with. In its latter years.
It was the secondary title, and
Are you referring
Yes.
to David Arquette, or are you referring to when it came to WWE?
Both.
Did I
Both.
praise?
Yeah.
definitely both.
At the end
mean-
of the day.
When they first introduced it in WWE after the invasion, they tried to like build it up. Triple H had his long run, his reign of terror. But then, after Triple H lost it and then Batista won it, I feel like after that was like the last time it really meant something, because then it was just like being hot potato to anybody. At one point, in Jackson, at one point, like,
I find it ironic that I'm about to read a TK comment and the Brawling Brutes are coming up. Just bang, bang. He was saying that with Bianca going to SmackDown, just Tez will head there as well. And I
could see that
feeling that way.
we
And I
were
would
talking
hate
about
that
in the
'cause I love the Street Profits, but Tez is so good.
They need to break him up. Tez is a star. He's their star.
So
that
teams
they
get
need.
drafted together for a change. I don't know, G. We
They
will certainly find out.
have. I thought they were changing his name back. What the?
I know. I'm still waiting.
Whose
for
name?
that.
Butch.
Pete Dunne.
Butch to Pete Dunne. Oh, Your Grace. JD, what is
What up,
happening?
JD?
The Queen of Philly. By the way, guys, after we're done, stay tuned because JD and the WrestleBread podcast is coming on right after to recap, grade, and analyze this draft a whole lot better than we ever could. We're just giving you live stuff, and then she's gonna wrap it up like SVP style on SportsCenter. But it's WrestleBread. It's a difference.
Stack Night on the Bloodline.
Stacked.
Hey, Wendy.
Yeah, Bruce.
Wendy,
Bruce.
Oh, I'm excited.
I got something for you.
What you got for me,
our
Bruce?
our boy Enzo is vomiting from the mouth again.
Verbal diarrhea.
Verbal
Jesus.
diarrhea.
I thought I had it bad these last day and a half, but this man, Jesus, it's never
Real
ending with him.
One says, here's a list of people. Here's a list of people I've beat the shit out of: Too Cold Scorpio, Ace Austin, AJZ, Braun Strowman, Brian Pillman Jr., Bully Ray, Colt Cabana, James Ellsworth, Eric Rowan, Fandango, Fatu, Firestein, Jeff Hardley, in quotations, Jeff Hardy, Jerry the Lawler. You're not a king, Jerry. He's literally saying that he beat the
When?
fuck out of you.
Ellsworth, I might believe.
When did you do this?
I wouldn't even bet on him.
Honestly,
if he was fighting
when
Brian
did he
Pillman
do this?
Jr.'s mullet.
Like not even in his dreams. Is he kid? Is he? He's probably high.
Like Braun
has to be high.
Strowman, like Braun Strowman, like, come on, bro. For
Bruh.
The hell
real?
you did?
And isn't the King going through medical issues too right now? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just had another like massive heart attack a month or two ago.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah.
a king, bro. Like, you're
And you're
barely a
talking
wrestler.
shit.
But even at Lawler's worst, he could still beat Enzo at his best because we all know Enzo's best is absolute hot garbage.
I love you, JD. Wow. So where can we watch him wrestle? Oh wait.
Oh wait,
You don't know you anymore.
Oh, that's right. He just got fired from
Not wrong.
MLW.
Right.
I forgot.
uh-huh.
I guess he's gonna be working the Long Island Fairgrounds, maybe. The Staten Island Convention Center before it gets condemned. I don't know.
Maybe they can put him in the firm. No.
Yeah, I'm
No.
sure Big Bill would love that just as much
No.
as he loved his name change.
He's the one that
True
suggested
story.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, if you ever hear like Enzo talk on these like shoot interviews that he has, these little moments that really didn't mean that much, he thinks means the world. Like when he showed up
Yeah.
in the crowd, like at Survivor Series after he got fired, or when he showed up at the Ring of Honor show in Madison Square Garden and like jumped the guardrail. It's like, only I could do that, motherfucker. That really didn't mean anything. Like nobody's still
Yeah.
talking about that.
Yeah.
Those are the times that went down in wrestling history. Like you jumped the guardrail, you looked like a belligerent.
And literally got the shit kicked out of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Briscoes fucked him up.
Big
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if that's anything to be proud of, but
I mean, that's your boy, though, isn't it?
Wait, you can't even say
I won't go that far.
record scratch.
Let's rewind this shit here. Like, hold the phone. Did you just say that's my boy?
Yeah, no.
Wait, I got the perfect clip for his.
The fuck?
Oh my god.
He's trying to stay relevant. He's no longer in MLW. He's got to call some conversation online to stay relevant. So
Yes, that is exactly what he's doing. He's trying to draw
All it
attention.
is really.
I mean, I guess you could
Get
do
old
that,
videos on
JD,
YouTube.
but why would you want to put yourself through that hell?
Honestly.
Like,
It's like, forgive me, Father, there's a body buried in my backyard. Well, you got to go home and watch 18 videos on YouTube of Enzo Amore. Fuck!
there is no way he literally beat the shit out of someone with the name Fatu. I'm sorry.
No way.
Oh yeah,
no
no.
way.
Not even in his
Did not
dreams.
did not
Like
fucking.
he fills his mouth with bullshit.
That's how you know he's lying.
Mm-hmm.
He opens his mouth.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Look at Grayson
like is
Waller.
he awake? He's lying. He's lying.
Oh fuck Enzo.
So who you guys think's coming up from SmackDown? I mean, not SmackDown, but NXT.
I don't even know who's in NXT anymore.
I think Braun would be.
That's a good point.
I think it's time for Braun Breaker. He's been there way too fucking long.
Yeah. What is he, like a 3-time NXT champion?
Yeah. I would say Mello, but he's the current NXT champ.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Indy Hartwell, Cora Jade, maybe to add to the women's division.
Oh shit! I never got the clip. I was like, "Oh, let me talk to you." I was about to just hit the yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad Psycho. I should have got the damn clip.
This dude can be a friggin' megastar if they just let him go.
Yep, I agree. I mean, we saw what he did in the dying days of TNA. He was still able to make it relevant with like what he was doing. So
I have
pre-pandemic days of NWA. He had that place popping.
I have said it since the day he signed with NXT when Raw was complete, hot, and utter garbage, that if they brought that man up and let him be Eli Drake on Monday Night Raw, their numbers would skyrocket.
Oh, 100%. I agree.
Yes.
I almost wonder if he's going to get drafted to Raw.
I think it would be a good move for him. Change of scenery.
I could definitely see him getting into like the world title tournament picture. I'm not saying win. I love if he won, but I would love to see him in the tournament.
I could see him, having a good showing, semifinals.
There you go, Nick. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were just bought by Endeavor, so they may put a ranking system in place on Raw.
Oh no, are you saying the rankings are going to matter?
And weight classes.
Now, will they update them, or will they leave them like 6 months old with different champions on the website? I'm afraid to say that again because last time TK threw me off air, but I'm going to say it anyway.
But come on.
It's probably still there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like they need to update that. I know they're not following the rankings anymore, but then if you're not following it, then at least update
Take it down.
They got Swerve and Our Glory as tag champs on their website. Yeah. That was like 9 champions ago.
That was, oh my God.
The only one they got right is Jade.
That's because she's been champion for over a year.
Right. For a year, right?
Like maybe they're right about Wardlow again now. There might be 2.
Speaking of AEW, y'all.
Segue.
Speaking of,
holy fucking debut on Wednesday night by Roderick Strong.
Yes.
That was, yeah.
I had no idea he wasn't under contract anymore. No, as far as I've known and what I've seen, nobody knew he wasn't under contract with WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue, dude. And
I was waiting for his return.
I was like, wait, that shit sounds familiar. And I started to see the background. And I was like, no. And he pops out and I'm like, oh, yes.
Right.
What were your thoughts on that, Wendy?
I'm super excited about it. Like it's gonna be awesome for him to be here, and like I truly do hope that he's treated as more than just a mid-carder. I like to think he has something to offer. Like he definitely could do a lot more than just be supporting background noise for Adam Cole. Like I hope he's given opportunities.
Oh
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even if they sent him back to ROH, it would be an improvement over what he was doing before he got there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dude, it'd be sweet if he beat Claudio for the title.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that match.
100%. Yeah, they had some wars in ROH.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you that don't know, and I'm sure a few guys here are ROH fans and can back me up, long before the Claymore, there was a sick kick. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be honest, Drew even gives Roderick Strong credit because he said that he got the Claymore from the sick kick when they feuded in Evolve. when he
Mhm.
was Galloway. So
Mhm.
yeah, that was him. And also I remember some of those backbreakers. I know like his name is the Messiah of the Backbreaker, but some of
Yeah.
those backbreakers were very innovative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Cedric
Dude.
Alexander changed his finishing move in ROH into WWE because of Roddy.
Yeah.
And I was gonna
Mhm,
go to that
mhm.
Evolve thing too. So great minds right there. That's where I was headed. Let Strong
Now-
be a heel. I'm okay with that too. I mean, they don't have to go full
That's
Undisputed
true.
Era, but I kind of like. I just kind of like seeing him on TV in a big spot. I was
Heel or
wondering where the
face, I
hell
don't
he had
care.
been for.
As long
Mhm.
heel or face, I don't care. As long as he's given the chance to shine.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's so
It's
talented.
our SmackDown correspondent, David. What's happening, homie?
What's happening?
We're actually
What up,
watching
baby?
tonight, so you don't really
Oh,
have to
hey.
throw in. Just drop some comments. And he's asking how Wendy's doing.
I'm doing all right.
Now
How's
that
our girl
Adam,
Wendy
Better
doing?
today.
so now
Better
that
today than yesterday.
now that Cole is back and Roderick Strong
Uh-huh.
is back, how long do you think it's going to be before Kyle O'Reilly can come back? And then they have a trio. And then once the Elite are done with the Blackpool Combat Club, there's the next trios feud.
Ooh.
Besides what the House of Black has going on.
I'm amazed Bobby Fish isn't like calling Tony Khan every day. Like, hey,
He's
man,
under
can you-
Yeah,
contract.
right.
He's under
Who's he gonna
contract
keep-
with New Japan and Impact.
He is.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey
I know he
Scott,
hasn't
I
been
need
on
you to let me
Impact
go,
that
man.
often, but yeah, gosh. That trios idea is money. Like I know that
Yeah.
before
That is.
injuries, before the injuries for Kenny and Kyle and then Bobby leaving, that was like the idea to do the
Mhm.
Undisputed Elite versus the Elite.
Right?
That's money. Like I'm all for that.
They
Oh,
could even
yeah,
pick
totally.
that back up. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, reunite. I know. In NXT there was something else. Fuck that. Reunite the ROH Bullet Club. Roddy, Kyle, and
Yeah. And Adam, yeah, I'm here for it. I just don't want them to do that whole Adam Cole cut in the middle, which way am I going to go thing. Like, just already say, hey, like, these are my boys. This is who I'm with. This is what's up. You know, like, fuck it.
I think
Oh, I
didn't
know, David. I'm watching. It's a damn
I want to
comeback.
say Cole and O'Reilly turned on the Bucks right before they left for injury. I
But
believe.
I feel like they played it out too long. Like, it was obvious what he was going to pick anyways. And this whole, like, will he, won't he thing. It was like, he will,
Yeah,
so
I'm
let's
pretty
just
Yeah.
do it already.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, TK
I-
agrees. It would be dope, man. I'd love to see it.
It would definitely be dope. I just like Wendy said, I would hate if they go back to that storyline like, oh, who am I with? Just go full force.
And they did
Let's
swerve
just
him.
go
Thank you,
for it.
TK. Thank you, my man.
Just pull the lever already.
For real.
And
Is there an
again,
update on
thank
Kyle?
you, TK, for the watch along last night. That shit was amazing. You were tremendous.
Um,
Appreciate
Oh,
that shit.
did you guys see the tweet that Adam Cole put out? And he was like, oh, Kyle O'Reilly, like, I'm a better man because of you, and I miss you, my brother. And then he immediately had a tweet out, oh, no, he's not dead. He's okay. I just really miss seeing him.
I missed
Like,
that, but damn,
Adam
it's
Cole,
funny.
you gave people a fucking heart attack, man.
Oh shit! What's he doing?
Because it legit sounded like fucking Kyle O'Reilly had, like, passed away or something. It was terrible.
No, from what I understand, his recovery is going well. I think he should be ready.
He had neck fusion surgery, right?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, he did.
Now, yeah, if
Yeah.
he's ready, that would be awesome for sure to see him come back and join
Oh,
the rankings
yeah.
with not the rankings, but join the ranks, I should say, with Roddy and Cole. You know, at one point
Cole.
before Roderick Strong left to NXT, when he was in Ring of Honor, I believe like right before he left, he had like an hour draw with Jay Lethal. And I was thinking to myself, like, Roderick Strong may be the most underrated wrestler in the world.
Uh-huh.
Like, nobody's talking about
Oh,
this.
yeah.
He could go with
I
them
could
all.
see it.
Like, he definitely is an amazing, amazing wrestler that just never got to really show what he could do in the WWE.
Yeah.
Hence
Yeah,
why I'm
that's
saying,
true.
like, I hope they treat him as more than just a mid-carder and they allow him to show off who the fuck he is.
Wow. How often do
Ooh.
you see LA Knight with a win?
They're giving him the
It's
push.
been a hot minute.
He's getting that push.
I'm just glad to see him get a win. I know it's against Butch, and if it were Pete Dunne, he'd have probably
Listen.
lost. But
Oh my God! I just had an acclaimed. Listen, what if Eli? What if Eli Drake is the one who knocks off Roman Reigns, a la Chris Jericho beating Stone Cold and the Rock in the same night?
Oh my God,
I would be
love it.
legit mind
He's
blown.
probably never gonna fucking.
That would be
happen.
awesome.
I would love it. I would love everything.
I would love everything about that.
I'll tell you what,
I would love
Devin-
every second of it.
I said it because I
Oh,
didn't see
Devin
him in
and
the
Ryan.
comments.
Well, here's the thing,
Devin will
if you give him
fucking
enough
ride.
time, really build him up, the fans are already really behind him. Continue to build
Oh,
up that
yeah.
star power. Have him win the Royal Rumble or the Money in the Bank or something, and then
Yeah,
that'll be his opportunity.
let Roman get his 1,000 days.
Mhm.
And then it's an even bigger feat because it'll probably be over 1,000 days when Eli Drake faces him.
And no one will see
Yes.
it coming. Nobody
No.
will see it coming, which will make it that much
No,
better.
not at all.
Yeah.
It'll be an
So
even
y'all
better
heard
surprise.
it here
Yeah.
first on Top Rope Wrestling Talk.
36 minutes in.
So, yeah, 36 minutes into the
28.
show.
Clock it.
8:32 p.m. You heard it
Thank
here.
you, Wendy. Write that down.
Written.
Thank
It's
you.
in the history books. It's in the history books.
And so it is written.
So it shall come to pass.
Wow.
Wait a minute, RVD?
Huh?
Look. I'm in the future. Look.
Yeah, you're spoiling it.
Okay. Now
I didn't mean to.
I
I'm sorry.
got Solo wrapping his thumb.
Yeah,
Man, I'm
yeah,
so
that's what I
far
was
past
watching.
that.
He's like RVD. I'm like, well, why would he be with the Bloodline?
See, Devin and I are kind of close. He said it in the chat too. We're in the
Michael
future. y'all.
Hayes? Oh,
Michael
they're
P.S.
probably
Hayes,
they're
yes.
probably guest announcers for picks.
And just before that, cover your ears, Devin. Just before that, it was Mr. Pay-Per-View. Often imitated, never duplicated, Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
It's funny, for the DeLorean today, I was talking about One Night Stand 05 and RVD's promo. And then you had Bill Alfonso, like, all the way down to the second, talking about how long his TV title reign was.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
3 hours and 27 seconds, Daddy.
It's like 1 year, 11 months, 24 days, and 32 seconds, Daddy.
I'm following along on Twitter, and someone tweeted out, so who's making these picks? Someone tweeted out, so who's making these picks? They really didn't think through how this would work without general managers, did they? This draft has a weird plot hole feel to it. That's an interesting thought. I hadn't noticed.
I'm pretty sure that's why we got like RVD and PSAs.
Yeah, they've got people in the building.
They're gonna do it like the NFL. They're gonna get people up to make the picks, and that's why RVD came out of the Smackdown locker room, if you noticed. But then PS Hayes came out of the Raw locker room.
Is this the first year that they did it right after the NFL draft? Because this is smart.
What do you mean during the NFL draft?
During the NFL draft, after
Yeah, like we got the second round going down now. So
yeah, going down, right? But that's very smart to capitalize off the draft, because it's bringing in a lot of attention. The hashtag.
Oh hell yeah!
Crazy. If you just put draft, they're profiting off of that. So
yeah, that too. But yeah, I mean, we talked about it last night, Nick. When it comes to the NFL draft, when the best stuff is like the later rounds when they bring in like celebrities and former athletes and shit to make the picks. So guest presenters for this is a great touch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Tell them, Bruce.
I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. It's been okay so far. It's been okay so far. So far, so good. The commercials are all right.
I mean, we had some picks.
Someone tweeted out.
We're half hour in, and I can't complain. The last time we did a Smackdown.
So another tweet I just read.
Place, and we were all bored out of our minds by now.
Yeah,
and I had to
another
tell him,
tweet is that. So is RVD?
It's so good, and then we did it, and that show just like stunk. was like, I'm sorry, Brucey.
Wendy?
Grandma.
So here's another tweet. So is RVD going to be drafting for ECW and Hayes is drafting for WCCW?
That Street, Atlanta, GA.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, still one of the
What do-
greatest wrestling themes of all time. Fight me, I don't care.
Where do people come up with this shit?
Twitter.
People keep saying they want to see Grayson Waller drafted tonight.
Okay.
I don't think he's ready though. We were talking
Well,
about
no,
that.
I mean, like,
Not
Shawn
last
Michaels.
week, 'cause-
Here's the thing: Shawn Michaels did a storyline with him. If Shawn Michaels is doing a storyline with someone, they're probably ready.
like I think
He's not going to put his name on anything.
one of my
Mhm.
appearances on Circle of Debate, as I attempted to fill in for Dinero and failed, I brought that up. I was like, "Do you think Grayson Waller is ready?" Because I'm on the fence, and everybody on the show said not yet. Like he's good, but he's not ready. And again, I'm on the fence. I kind of agree, but I kind of think he's got something. I don't know what it is. Just, he's got something.
I mean, I can see him continuing to develop on the main roster. Like, you don't have to put him right into a title picture. But, let him come up, let him continue to. Because you stay in one place for too long, you're going to hit a plateau. Like,
Yep.
how do you get better unless you're in a different scene?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean, look at Eli Drake.
my
Perfect
second favorite
example.
music.
Now, Eli Drake
And
is
it helped that Triple H took over.
agreed. Because what was he, Max Dupree?
See, now I
Triple
know
H
Bruce is
was-
with me. I see him nodding his head. One of a kind.
Come on. Who doesn't know that song?
We actually did an episode in year one where we all came into that song.
Really?
Just headbanging to One of a Kind.
It's a great song. A lot of ECW alumni, when they went to WWE, they had like rip-offs of their ECW song, and it was But
Yeah.
Robert Game actually had a banger because, I mean, he had to replace Walk by Pantera. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
One
not
of a
easy.
Kind really did it. Like that was
One of a Kind was dope. Yeah.
that was the shit.
Oh, NXT Performance Center, the packed house. Oh shit.
Oh, did the Profits just get picked together?
Ah!
They're all
Yeah,
going to
the future.
SmackDown. So you're going to get Bianca, Tez, and Angelo on SmackDown. Wow.
I thought this was the perfect opportunity to break them up without having them have a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they could still go after like single stuff and be a tag team. I mean, New Day, look at them. Street Profits could do the same damn thing.
That's true. And I do think that this does help Angelo because I can't see Angelo on his own on a different brand, even though he's very talented.
He would be the Marty Jannetty of the tag team. Not saying he'd be friggin' a lunatic and stuff, but like in a tag team scenario where they split, he would be the Marty Jannetty of the Street Profits.
Yeah, he would get lost in the shuffle for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all are going to like this. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I don't want to be streets on Twitter from last night.
What was he in the future?
Mm-hmm. No, he was looking on Twitter, getting the picks early because we're watching on ESPN.
Oh, because of the tape delay?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Right. Thank you.
Imperium to Raw.
Yeah, we talked about that on Circle Debate, and that is a nice change of scenery for Imperium. And I'm glad that all three got drafted at the same time, too.
And Gunther has been so good.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Like
Does
nothing
that
against
mean
Imperium.
He's been the star of WWE.
He really has.
I think that means Austin Theory probably comes to SmackDown then, because you wouldn't have both mid-card titles on one show.
Okay, cool.
That makes sense, yeah.
That would work too. I'm in the future. Sorry.
Edge is going to SmackDown.
Yep. The
One of the original
rated
SmackDown
R
6.
superstar.
Wow.
I always felt like Edge fit on SmackDown more than Raw, just because I remember the SmackDown 6 and Edge was a bit
I think at this
was
point of his
developed on
career,
SmackDown,
SmackDown
you know?
does suit him better.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you wowing, Tribal Chief? Gunther or Edge? I'm guessing Gunther. Matt Riddle to Raw. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
They
but
don't
okay.
even really care about him anymore.
I don't think even Matt Riddle cares about Matt Riddle anymore.
Ah, Gunther. Okay, yeah, I got it. Oh, so that's round 2, folks. We got the Street Profits and Edge going to SmackDown, Imperium and Matt Riddle to Raw.
That'll be actually a really good matchup, Matt Riddle versus Gunther.
Where do you guys think the LWO will land?
I can see them going to Raw. I think.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
I wouldn't mind him staying on SmackDown. I'm just glad the LWO is back.
Matt Riddle.
I also see the Judgment Day staying on Raw too, especially with Bianca now on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Sorry. I wanted to smoke. My bad.
Oh, they're convenient in their SmackDown blue.
Right?
Right?
They knew.
They knew. They knew.
They had the red on. They quickly changed.
Yeah, they made a quick gear change.
They need blue solo cups now.
Yep.
They had like tearaway red stuff over their blue stuff, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
I remember watching the Street Profits before they even made it to SmackDown, in a little armory on an NXT house show.
I remember you sending me those pictures. You're like,
They've always
"Dude, check these
been
guys
good."
out," and I was like, "Wait, who the fuck are they?" It's the Street
How
Profits.
far they came.
Oh,
Mhm.
I remember when they first came up, like they were good in the ring. They were doing that shit with the whole. I think they were like recapping the shows or whatever backstage.
Yeah.
They were in the ring. I hated that. Like, these guys
selling
are so
merch and shit.
Yeah.
Second round pick is high for Riddle. Okay, I wasn't the only one that thought that. All right. I mean, you still got Seth freaking Rollins, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, like Seth hasn't been picked yet. Oh, he might. You know what? He might be on.
He might be in the Raw pool. I didn't
Yes, the Raw pool.
You need to keep some stars for Raw. You're already dropping some big names here. Like, who's going to want to, the first draft on Raw? Akira Tozawa.
Could you imagine if Seth ended up coming to SmackDown and going after Roman after that Rumble match last year? Over a year ago.
That'd be awesome, but I think that he stays on Raw just because I think that new title is made for someone like Seth.
Oh, I'm so sick of Ricochet and Braun, man.
No, I think Braun is.
Did Philly win this draft too? Always Streets.
Tell you what, Ricochet versus Montez Ford would be a great matchup. 1-on-1.
Yeah, 1-on-1. Yeah. It's nice that Ricochet is letting Braun, kind of ride his coattails. It's cute. That's a lot of dead weight to carry. But on another note, I appreciate working. I appreciate the hell out of working with you.
You know he's a bitch because Enzo whooped his ass.
Whooped it.
That's
the one I believe. He and Ellsworth got their ass whooped by Enzo. How you doing?
I didn't physically, but I watched the match when Brock Lesnar kneed him square in the face because he stiffed him. And Braun took that knee, ate it, and kept going. And that bitch was stiff as fuck.
Yeah, so what is Enzo doing here?
Oh, speaking of the LWO.
Okay.
Is it sad that I can't remember their WWE names, that I still call them like Raul and
Zima Ion?
Yeah, Zima.
Now,
It's easy to remember Zima because you know how many
Toro.
women I gave that shit to at house parties when I was a teenager. Like, just come on, baby, here, put a Jolly Rancher in it. It's good.
I don't even think that Zima is Latino. I think he's just Filipino.
I'm pretty sure he is.
So, how close do you think they are to bringing back the NWO now that they have the LWO?
That's interesting.
Wendy, what are your thoughts on this?
You're muted, Wendy.
Yeah,
The face is great, but we can't hear you.
You're
No,
muted.
no. They should not bring it back. They should just let it be done. It like much like DX, NWO is not something that can be brought back in this generation. It happened. It did its job, and it died, and it's done. Stop trying to make it a thing again.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Just stop
Why?
it.
Why
I
though?
mean, Christ, just
I'd
start-
like to see it.
you want to be with the times in this day and age. Just find a way to start calling Gallows, Anderson, and AJ the Bullet Club when they come back. I'm done.
I'll tell you what, especially for Lapsed fans, nostalgia is the way to bring them back. I think it would work. I think that would bring a lot of people back. Oh shit, the NWO's back, right? But it would just have to be
No, but that's the thing. That's the thing. It wouldn't be back. It wouldn't be back. It would not be back. It would just be rebooted, but it wouldn't be back. It's like when they redid RoboCop. It wasn't the original RoboCop. It wasn't Peter Weller's. It wasn't the original thing. It was some other asshole pretending to be RoboCop. It's gonna be the same thing. You bring back the NWO for nostalgia. Eat shit. Eat shit. It's gonna suck because it's not the fucking originals. It's gonna fucking suck. And the only people that are gonna love it are the idiots that don't know any better. This is the only people who are gonna love it.
Oh my
And guess who
god,
those
I
are? Those are the
love this
6-year-olds.
fucking
Those are the
idea of the
6-year-olds that are
NWO.
like,
Oh yes, I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it.
No.
you love it because it's got me riled up. That's all.
No.
Oh,
It's only
no,
because it's got me riled up and angry.
Here's
He
the
loves
thing.
it because we hate it, Grandma. That's
Here's
why
the
he loves
thing. If they were to do it, they have to do it the right way. And the right way
By
of
letting it
doing
stay dead.
I let you speak.
You're right. My apologies. Continue, Bruce.
You have to do it the right way. You have to do it as close to the way the NWO was originally formed. Yeah. Listen, stop. It doesn't have to be like the Scott Hall, Kevin Nash coming from another company and coming over. It could be just a couple people from NXT coming up, and then say a Cody Rhodes turns heel in a match where he shouldn't and joins them and forms the NWO. In a role like that, like when Hogan turned.
Dusty was a former NWO member.
Yes, he
Everybody's
was.
a former NWO member. You were in WCW. You were in the NWO.
My
such
mother
a-
used to be NWO.
I was NWO for 3 minutes.
No, but I'll tell you what, though, I do agree with Bruce. Like, if you're going to do it, then it would have to be a top babyface turning heel.
It
in a
would
shocking
be
moment.
a dumpster fire.
Wendy.
Bruce.
Wendy.
Love it.
When I
Bruce.
win the music league, I
When
want
you win Music League.
yes. I want an MJF mid shirt and I want an NWO shirt for this year. Like a new I'm gonna rock that bitch on the show when Braun Breaker's rocking his.
You keep talking this trash, you get nothing, sir. Nothing.
Nothing. You lose. Good day.
Good
sir.
night.
The new
I'm
ones
sorry,
actually suck. Like the
and
new
I
NWO
get-
shirts, because they have like the WWE logo right under the NWO
Yeah.
logo. Like, come on,
Right?
come put that shit.
That's
on
pretty
the
stupid.
I get to each their own, but on behalf of Grandma and I am just gonna.
That's a complete understatement.
It was the best I had.
I mean, it'll have to do, but that's an understatement.
Time somebody says bring the NWO back, I think of that WCW or that WWE like reboot that had like HBK and Booker T and all this shit. It was just like, oh.
See, when I was younger, I was like, to be honest, I was what 8 years old at the time of that, and my favorite wrestler was Shawn Michaels, and I wanted to be HBK so badly when I was younger, right? So I didn't care about any of that shit. I just knew Shawn Michaels was back. I was a kid. First of all, think about it, I was a kid, and that was my favorite wrestler, and then he takes 4 years off. Like, I was devastated.
Yeah.
But the fact that he came back, I didn't care how bad the NWO was. To me, I was loving every second of that.
Okay.
I can understand being 8 and being into that, but as a grown man who saw the OG version come together, I was sitting there like,
It was bad. It had nothing, no fire, no energy, no nothing.
Yes, but we also watched the NWO almost ruin professional wrestling.
that too. So let's bring it back.
Exactly.
Let's
We
ruin
gotta
this
bury
shit
the
all over
WWE
again.
somehow.
Oh God! I mean, is it bad that I tuned out of this program as soon as I saw Braun Strowman?
This is actually a really good match so far. LWO is
Trying.
This
And every
tweet just
time they
made
go
me
to
laugh.
Braun, I'm like, I'm done.
Y'all, this tweet just made me laugh. Cody Rhodes and his pack watching Gunther come to Raw. Ugh. His pack is like, oh dear God.
Yo, Gunther
And
was
also,
chopping the
all
shit
hail
out of him
Gunther.
at Royal Rumble.
So, we're watching the draft. We're talking about the draft. There's one team that I really, really don't see being drafted. And that's the grizzled young vets, which they're schism now, I guess. Rip Flower posted on Twitter. He said, Today we have denied our release, which was requested on April 3rd. On October 15th, 23, we will be free agents. I personally want to thank all of our fans for your continued support. It means a lot to both of us, especially during these times. We'll see you the 16th. So the Grizzled Young Vets, probably one of their top tag teams in NXT. I'm not saying they're the best because there's some other teams that are a little bit above them, but they're a tag team that they don't want to lose, and they're losing them. What are your thoughts on that, there, De Niro? What are your thoughts on them being denied their release?
I mean, I'm a firm believer. If someone's not happy, then keeping them around is bad for the locker room because it's going to start spreading that, hey, we're not happy and look what they're doing to us. And then someone might be like, hey, I'm not happy either. To be honest, I think that they should just let them go. I mean, if there's no plan for them, then what's the point of keeping them?
How did you,
But I don't know if there's no plan for them. Yeah.
I don't think there was a person in this world that didn't think the Street Profits would lose that match.
Yeah. And they're fresh blue.
Yeah, and they're fresh blue because they just got drafted 2 seconds before their match. Yep. It would have been more realistic if they came out in the red.
Yeah, for sure.
It would have made more sense.
And also, it was funny earlier in the show. You saw Bianca Belair in her hotel room talk about how she's happy to be drafted. Oh, it was in Ireland.
All
right. I have it on mute. So I was just saying that it looked like it was daylight outside, so it wouldn't make sense. But all right,
Never mind. You're gonna recant everything you were gonna say.
Everything.
When it comes to
okay,
when it comes to grizzled young veterans or schism or whatever you want to call them, I still call them grizzled young veterans. When they were in NXT, I thought, man, these guys are like the British or like the European FTR. They're amazing, and they were the longest reigning NXT UK tag champs ever. And then they came to NXT and they did all right, but they ended up being like the Buffalo Bills of the division. They'd get to the finals of the Dusty Cup and they'd lose, or they'd win the Dusty Cup, then lose the actual tag title match. And you know, okay, well, they'll get over the hump eventually. And then getting over the hump became turning into whatever the fuck they are now, which I was never into. And if they ask for their release and get denied at the same time that Nick Khan supposedly announces budget cuts, it makes me feel like WWE is just a spoiled child. They got a toy they don't want, but they don't want you to have it, so they're just gonna hold on to it anyway. Aren't we past this point?
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, didn't we get past this point back in the days of like EC3 and shit? Like, we don't want nothing to do with him. He'll be in catering for 4 years, but you can't have him.
Yes.
Good point. Very good point.
I thought we got past that, and here we are again. I don't get it. Like, you announce budget cuts and then you won't let the guys go. Wouldn't this fit be like a perfect fit? Oh, we got to cut some money. You want out of your contract. Bye. Budget cut, boys and girls.
Yeah, they'll be gone before their contract's up. If they already said they got budget cuts coming, which is sad.
Yeah.
And major budget cuts.
How much more money does WWE and Endeavor need?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Right.
usually with these big mergers with companies, it is not out of the ordinary to have like a bunch of budget cuts. You know, it happened when the UFC was bought by Endeavor as well. I believe they cut like $50 million right after it was purchased. And I know with budget cuts, like with Warner Brothers and Discovery, there was huge budget cuts as well. If you remember when there was some fear of AEW, being a part of that because of the budget cuts. So it's not out of the ordinary that there's budget cuts from a merger. I honestly don't know how much of that's going to be talent related. I think that these budget cuts may be more on the production side, because if you're running both UFC and the WWE, you could probably have a lot of the production staff be the same instead of
UFC's not exactly
like camera
an
crews and
everyday occurrence
and all that shit. You could just piece it together.
You're never going to have the UFC compete with the WWE if you're running both companies.
I just want to know how Dana White feels about this. Because Dana White shit on WWE a lot. Oh my God, there's a demon on my screen.
Oh, this isn't so bad. This one's Winnie. She's okay.
No.
She's my sweet girl. She's my little princess.
That cat is the devil.
Yes.
When he said that, I thought you were in the future too, Bruce. I was like, "Where's Finn? I don't see Finn."
No, but this whole
I
Bad
did see
Bunny,
Teddy Long though. I was pumped about that.
The whole Bad
I wasn't so
Bunny
excited
and
for JBL,
Damian
but Teddy,
Priest.
I'll take.
I think I'd rather see Dominic versus Bad Bunny than I would Damian Priest and Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that the only reason why we're getting Damian Priest and Bad Bunny is they're both Puerto Rican and it's going to be in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, of course.
That does make sense.
That's for the hometown crowd is what
okay.
I get it.
Being Puerto Rican myself, I never been to Puerto Rico, which sucks. And I actually did think about making my first time going to Puerto Rico being for this pay-per-view. And I looked at my budget and I'm like, it's not going to happen.
No, I've been there. Yeah, I really like to do this. I really like to do that. Oh shit, the way my bank account is set up.
I was like, yo, everyone's always like, oh, how are you Puerto Rican, but you've never been to Puerto Rico? This might be the perfect opportunity. Pay-per-view.
I found out that Dynamite was like an hour and a half from my house.
What?
This past week in Florida.
Oh yeah?
That bitch was like I didn't know. And I probably could have went to the freaking show.
Oh man.
Now, to be fair, Lennox, I don't think Grandma has a problem with the LWO. I think it's more the NWO.
Yeah. Although the LWO we can do without anymore. Honestly, things that happened, they happened, they're done. We can just let it go. Just let it go. Move on.
Why are you upset about the why are you not upset about the LWO?
Oh, y'all are assuming I'm not upset about it. Honestly, it was when I saw that I'm like, they're just kowtowing and catering to this whole nostalgia. And, oh, wouldn't it be lovely? No, it wouldn't. It happened. It's done. Let it go. The LWO served its purpose when it was around, and now it doesn't really have much of a purpose. Now it's just for nostalgia's sake. What the fuck is the point of it? If you want nostalgia, go watch a fucking Disney movie. Go watch old Star Wars. Go watch Christopher Reeves as Superman. But if fucking leave it out of the fuck. I'm losing my
I'll tell you why they're doing it. It's all for merchandise sales because that LWO
That's
shirt
it. That's the fuck it.
A lot right now. I think it's up there. I think they said it was like the number 2 right now shirt behind the number 2 item behind Cody's weight belt.
Wow.
And then you ask people what was the purpose of it originally, and they can't really answer.
What was the purpose?
Originally, it came about was in WCW. It was Eddie and several other Mexican luchadors who were disgruntled by the way Mexican luchadors were being treated by the company, and this was their way of fighting back against the white man, essentially.
Like JBL.
Essentially, it was Latinos unionizing, so to speak.
So when they came to WWE and turned into a lawn maintenance crew, you were not happy about that.
Oh, I was highly disgruntled by that. I was like, come on, you guys.
Oh,
Wrestling
Was not shocking nor surprising, just frustrating.
I
got
was
some
highly
picks.
disgruntled by that. Teddy!
I thought he was paired up with Corbin. What happened?
Oh no, he
Corbin
dropped
sucked
Corbin.
again. Oh.
That happened a while ago, bro. He told Corbin you can't polish a turd, and he just left.
That might have been in verbatim too.
I
Nice.
think it was.
It was right.
It really was.
Okay.
I think it was.
That was like the whole segment, man. Corbin just whined and complained about losing again, and he just looked at him when you can't polish a turd. He just walked off.
I like how Teddy Long has the reverse Scott Steiner with the beard, the little
Right.
white.
He's got like the white on the outside and everything.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley's going to SmackDown.
Lashley just smack. Ooh.
Lashley and Roman.
Ooh. Yes.
I've been saying Lashley has not got to fire Roman. That's the next big feud for Roman.
Hmm.
Lashley's one of the last guys to beat Roman.
Yeah.
He did it right before Corbin.
Monday Night Raw just drafted Drew McIntyre, along with the rumors of him leaving the company.
Good pick.
You guys think he's gonna leave?
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah,
I don't think so.
No.
I don't see him leaving.
Oh wow. The whole ass unit.
Wow.
Is AJ even healthy though?
I heard he's on.
Yeah, he should be ready to go anytime now.
Yeah.
He only had a broken foot.
The Miz got drafted.
I forgot
to
that
Raw.
Meechin is down with the OC.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
easy to forget that Meechin is down with the OC.
It's easy to forget that the OC is even a part of the WWE. Like, when was the last time you see Carl Anderson and Lou Gallows?
So the Miz is staying on Raw.
Yep. I'm gonna guess Seth Rollins is not in this pool because Drew.
He'd
and
already
Miz
been
were
picked.
drafted before him.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Like I said, you gotta keep some top names for Monday. You can't draft all the stars now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. You do have 3 hours to fill on Raw, so I guess yeah.
Yeah,
Celine?
you're not gonna like bring out
Sorry.
freaking Kane to announce that Akira Tozawa is going
This
to
just
Smack.
made me laugh.
What's up?
This just made me laugh. You just know Teddy Long is about to announce a tag team match with The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Oh, fucking Teddy Long.
That's a Selena
Zelina
Vega. I actually
Vega.
treat Selena Vega.
Holla. Yep. We were saying that too, TK.
Sonya Deville still works here?
Yeah. She was
Surprisingly,
one
yeah.
half of the complaint department with Chelsea Green.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that's right.
AJ and Bobby give legit contenders for Roman. Yeah.
That's right too. AJ didn't get there's a lot of stars that Roman has yet to wrestle, and he's almost 1,000 days in. This is how you add longevity to that title reign. Him and AJ, him and Bobby.
And then with Eli Drake taking the title at the end.
LA Knight.
It's the perfect underdog story.
Nostalgia reeks of awesome. Do you want?
Not a single one of us motherfuckers thought Chris Jericho was going to beat The Rock and Stone Cold in one night.
No.
That's a fact.
No, that's absolutely a fact. I remember watching that going, Jericho? Shit. Nice knowing you. And then he comes out with the win. I'm like,
I remember that was one of the few pay-per-views we didn't get because we used to have the black box that we would steal pay-per-views from.
Yeah.
And then when like we lost the adapter, so that was like one of the first ones we didn't steal.
Oh
I
man.
just remember the next night on Raw having Chris Jericho come out. I was like, wait a minute. The fact that I didn't see how it happened pissed me off. But that was the last person, like you said. You know.
I thank you, Lennox, but that's something that like the Bloodline came up with on a watch along. I think it was during WrestleMania. We just started calling them the complaint department. So I can't take full credit for it. Like the guys that were there that night, like Devin and JD, and, a couple other people helped me with that one. But yeah,
I think Vega's gonna win.
I hope Vega wins.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep her strong going into Backlash.
Who the hell is that?
Chelsea Green.
Oh, that it? I couldn't tell with the hat.
Yeah, it's Chelsea.
It looks like a leprechaun hat. Looks like this is a St. Patrick's Day episode.
Right?
Yeah, like I don't get it.
Like we're closer to Memorial Day than St. Patty's. What the fuck, Chelsea?
Right?
Did you miss a meeting? Although I'm loving the pants. Respectfully. Not that my wife will care, and I really don't give a fuck what Matt Cardona thinks, but I'm still going to say respectfully.
You got Matt Cardona on the Indies with another girl now.
Really?
Yeah, I saw. Let me see. I'm going to pull up a picture. I saw he's feuding with Nick Gage again. Nick Gage.
Hell yeah.
Who was Nick Gage with?
Nick Gage, who just got new teeth.
Yeah, I noticed that too. He got new teeth. He still can't say DeLorean, right? But
I'm jealous. Yeah, Delorean.
I think it is Maki Ito who's out there with him.
Yeah, right.
My boy at the Wrestling Delorean.
They've got a damn ticker at the bottom of the screen now.
Which is cool. People listening. Yeah,
They did that last year too, though.
Cardona's with this.
I didn't watch last year.
Okay, who the hell is that?
F.
Looks
Lander. F. Lander. I don't know.
I swear I've seen her somewhere. Oh shit!
It says former NXT star, so I don't know.
So
By an NXT.
I was just watching the ticker go by, and me, Dom, and Wendy were actually talking about this. Wendy brought it up from Freddie Prinze Jr. episode. What's this podcast called?
Run, Chelsea.
Wrestling with Freddie.
Wrestling with Freddie, and then I also heard something similar from Bully Ray on Busted Open, and that's that we're getting ready to watch Cody go through hard times, and he's gonna basically, you know what, Dom? Explain what you give me your thoughts on the hard times storyline that we were talking about with Cody going forward.
Oh, how Bully Ray thinks they're gonna and company think they're gonna do like a Dusty remix where Cody kind of loses to Roman, maybe loses to Brock, and then battles through to eventually win a championship for his family, his dad, that sort of thing. I feel kind of like we're there already. Cody leading into WrestleMania was talking about like his journey in between when he left and when he came back and everything he had to go through, to come back from the injury and all that, and then to come up short against Roman, get attacked by Brock. Like, I know they're saying it's going to happen, but I feel like it's kind of happening already.
Yeah.
Okay. Wendy?
Bruce?
What are your thoughts on Cody Rhodes' hard times?
Like, that looks like hard time.
I think if it's done right, I know I just went on this whole rant about like nostalgia and rehashing things.
Yep,
but if
let's
it's done
hear it.
correctly, if it's done correctly and
Just
it's
like
done
the NWO.
not like an obnoxious reboot like the NWO that people want,
let me know when I'll
I
make it.
twitch. It might have a chance. to actually be something. But I do wonder though, does Cody have that good hard times type promo that's memorable in him? That's the one thing that I'm like, that's that one little
Mhm.
nugget. I'm like, do you have it in you, my man? Because that's what made it. That's what clinched that whole storyline for me.
You know what?
Yeah.
Though? We already
That-
saw the promo at the first Double or Nothing that he kind of remixed from WCW back with Dusty and Dustin, where the whole. But
What
I
do you
need
remember from
my
that
older
promo though?
brother.
Quote a memorable line from that promo.
That's what I was saying. Like, you know, but I need my older brother, and everybody's cheered and shit, and that type of thing. Like, I can almost remember the whole
How
thing.
many
Like, I
times has
have
he
a
said that though?
contract, and I put this and that. He went through almost line for line what Dusty and Dustin went back and forth and said, and he switched it up a little bit. And by the end of it, when he said, "But I need my older brother," people were losing their fucking minds.
My mom
And
cried.
it's like,
My mom was crying.
right? I was sitting here like, God damn it, Cody. Because I remembered that all the way back when Dustin was like first coming up. And then, you know, you brought up his dad and everything. People were chanting for Dusty. And it's like, if you can do it that way, you can switch it up to make it feel, you know, a little new, like what's old is new again. It works. It just works.
Just like the NWO.
No, not like the NWO.
All right, Dinero. I want to hear you tell Wendy how great the NWO idea is.
He already did.
I'm all
Get
for
over it.
Bring John Cena back full time. Let him go heel.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
You know what?
That would be the Hulk
They could have,
Hogan, you know.
they
The
could have
old
guys
man.
spray like N and W on somebody, and then John could just lower his head, and you'd have the O right there.
Wendy's totally ignoring us right
Just
now.
tell him not to spray the shit, and it'll be a big O.
No, what are your thoughts?
I'm sorry, what?
John Cena needs to come back, go heel, and reform the NWO. Ignored. Now, as for Cody, I definitely think Cody has it in him. He cuts really good promos. We've seen him cut very passionate promos.
Mhm.
I think that this could go either one or two ways. I thought that was probably the way they were going to go. Have him go through hard times and then work himself back up to Roman. But now seeing them on separate brands, seeing a new title involved, you know, I still see him going through hard times. I don't think he's the first champion. I think that, you know, he probably makes it to the finals of a tournament and then loses it. But I think that this is definitely a different direction that they're going to be going with Cody, because I thought that the end game was going to be Cody having to work himself back up to Roman. Now
Yeah.
they're not going to be on the same brand. So
They
very
weren't on the same brand anyways.
well,
Cody was on Raw.
They started to like merge both brands until they
Yeah.
decided to do this draft. But yeah, I think that it all depends on how they do it. I was all for it. So we'll see what happens. But if anyone could pull it off, it's Cody. Like I remember in AEW his feud with Chris Jericho, and he cut one of those very memorable promos talking about being undeniable to what's it called? I forgot.
Undesirable.
Undesirable to undeniable. I forgot his little slogan there. But yeah, I remember like the crowd was eating at every single word he said. He was emotional, very memorable. So if anyone could pull it off, it is Cody.
Oh shit! I guess he is healthy because there's AJ. Sorry.
For life. Sorry.
This is why you don't need the NWO.
There's AJ right there.
Yeah.
Look at the new graphic and shit they throw up. That's kind of cool.
I still want to see a match between Mia Yim and Shelton Benjamin. Their Twitter feed
That would be-
is gold.
I love it.
That
Oh my
Twitter
goodness,
beef
yes.
goes back like 5 ever. I would love to see that match. Let's do it. Let's make it a death match in Puerto Rico. It's fitting.
Put them both on Impact for one night. Put them in a match, and then let them come back. That's it. That's all you got to do. They'll be on another company, another station.
I'm telling you, I think the people of Puerto Rico would lose their mind if they had a death match between those two in San Juan.
I mean, a death match in general, Puerto Rico will lose his mind.
Well, yeah, ever since like what, the days of Bruiser Brody, basically, maybe
Since before then.
before
It's like
then.
death matches were born in Puerto Rico.
I'm pretty sure they were.
Puerto Rico and Japan came together and birthed death matches.
You want to cater
They're
to
like,
your audience?
here you
that's your
go.
audience.
Here's your ugly baby.
If you really want to cater to your audience, like you do in Saudi, then they love death matches. Book this shit.
Viking Raiders.
Have like
Bring out the
Abdullah
forks.
Butch will be like a special referee or some shit.
Okay, this is relatively
Wobbling
interesting.
around.
Hey, I remember in Ring of Honor, a couple good matches between these two teams.
Yeah, definitely.
War Machine versus the Bullet Club.
Right?
Yeah.
I miss War Machine.
It's funny, my girl's like an occasional watcher, and we were talking about the Viking Raiders, and she said, "Oh, you mean Ivar and Igor?" I was like, "Who the fuck is Igor?" Ivar and Eric.
Hands in a row, man.
So close.
I was like,
Just
Eric
a
is
little
pretty
bit
normal
off.
name. How do you forget that one? I can understand if you forgot Ivar, but Eric is pretty normal. You have a cousin named Eric. What do you do?
I feel some magic in there.
Just off by a few letters, you know.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, AJ's still kind of limping.
They're trying to turn him into a legit faction now and not just.
So was the plan keep them in catering until the track?
No way.
Well, listen to me. AJ's still kind of limping around when he's walking, so I don't know if he's quite ready yet. So,
What was the injury again? Did he tear his ACL or MCL?
No, he broke his foot.
Oh, he
did
broke
he?
his foot.
I thought he tore his ACL. My bad. Wait a minute. He ain't gonna do this, is it? Okay, I take it back. My bad, Phenomenal One.
Are you really? They did that to the Viking Raiders?
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
What else are they gonna do with the Viking Raiders?
They're one of the best tag teams they have in that fucking company. Hands
do that to, like-
down.
Yeah, you couldn't
I
do that to like
agree.
Angel Garza and like Humberto or something. Like you had to.
Thank you.
Oh shit!
Before they retire, I still definitely want to see AJ Styles, Kenny Omega 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to wait because they just had a couple of presenters that are relatively
EHBK.
interesting.
Sean's going to be drafted in the NXT.
Sean's
That'll
gonna be
be-
drafted for SmackDown
Yeah.
and Road Dogg for Raw. They're like pitting DX against one another. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, Road Dogg has some wild fucking takes on his podcast.
Yeah, he does. I don't know if I agree with them all, but they're fucking wild.
No, yeah.
Do you like John Cena? There's a couple of people on this podcast that love John Cena.
I'll tell you
You
what.
love me
I
some
think
John
you like
Cena.
John Cena, number one John Cena fan.
I'm sure you like John Cena, and that's cool.
We do.
There are definitely some Cena fans.
I have
on
my
this panel.
suspicions.
Now, I definitely have grown to respect John Cena more as I got older. I was one of those Cena sucks guys when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
The older I got, I was like, he is actually, because I was big into like the Indies and Ring of Honor and, wrestlers going 1,000 miles per second. And then I'll watch John Cena and be like, oh, he can't do that. Like, he sucks. Now,
Five moves of doom.
Yeah, 5 moves to doom. Now it's like I'm older and like I understand more. I definitely respect John Cena's wrestling style.
Yeah.
I think what clinched it for me with John Cena was actually Total Divas and seeing what a chill guy he actually is. And I'm like, you know what? Like, he's someone I would want to hang out with.
Hold on. Did you hear the rules for his house?
Yeah, I was gonna say he was kind of a dick on Total Divas.
I said hang out. I said hang out, not date. I could never be with anybody
Not
with that
live
many
with.
roles. Like I'm too feral. I'm way too feral.
Yeah,
That would not work out.
Live with him.
That would not work out. Like he'd be like, God, just return this one to the fucking animal rehabilitation center.
You ever had someone hand you a contract just to live with them? That's crazy.
At least one
Honestly,
of us loves Cody
honestly.
Rhodes and guilty. I'm just gonna put it right there. I've been saying it.
Did not remember Total Bellas just to have family dinner. You had to dress to the nine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Put on
Yes.
your best suit to have dinner with John Cena.
I was like, can I put on my best pajamas? Like, can we do
Like,
that? Like,
can I sit on the couch
That
and
I
watch
can do.
TV?
Can I rock my
Right?
best
Do-
pajama pants? Like what?
Yeah. I remember one episode.
do I
Brian,
have to wear pants?
Brian Danson had like no shoes on. He was like, Brian, we have shoes on at the dinner table.
We have shoes on at the table.
Don't look at them now.
Like,
just
oof.
tomorrow.
He wears shoes.
I don't know if I could do all of that.
Yeah.
Again,
think
I'm
you could.
too feral. I would not be able to.
All right, what's the next picks?
We're getting there. We just had HBK Road Dogg come out.
Here's the thing. So far, nothing exciting has happened in my eyes.
Not really. It's been kind of dull.
I've had a couple of moments like Bianca, Bobby, Gunther.
I can see the last pick of the night being something that's going to leave people talking until Monday, though.
And then getting
I would hope.
match is going to be amazing.
Remember when Road Dogg and Billy Gunn were in TNA and they were talking shit about DX when they came back in 2006?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They had like the Vince and Triple H impersonators and everything.
Yeah. Now look at them. Full circle.
Oh wow.
Like a happy family.
Uh-oh, what are you laughing about now, Grandma?
So this wonderful meme just got tweeted out. Breaking: as a consequence of the Judgment Day failing to hold up their end of the bargain on Raw, Rhea Ripley will defend her SmackDown Women's title against Solo
Damage
Sikoa
control.
tomorrow night. No, they even made it look official. These fucking assholes.
Say that doesn't.
Wow.
Damage control went to SmackDown.
Yeah. And Shinsuke to Raw.
Monday Night Raw.
I hope they do something with him, though. I mean,
I know. Weren't they,
They have
just
to.
starting to feud with him and Karrion Kross like a week or two ago, and now this?
I just have a feeling Karrion Kross is doomed to fail in WWE. He doesn't get over with the fans.
Oh shit.
No,
We
not
all
really.
know how great he is, but he's not great to the WWE fans.
he may just be one of those situations where he's much better being a big fish in a small pond.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. I'm trying to wait. I really am, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
The tag team champions just got drafted.
Yeah, and they
How
were like
happy Dragon Lee
crying
is.
when they heard their names. That's a surprise.
They probably don't know. They probably really don't know.
They
Yeah,
probably
that
don't.
was probably genuine, their reaction.
Wow.
Yo, with Damage Control and then Alba Fire and Dawn there, that's really building a strong women's division on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh my god.
If you didn't like that last one, I don't know if it's possible to lose your smile twice, but you might do it again.
Oh, there's a smile twice.
Christie, because Raw selects the NXT Women's Champion, Indy Hartwell.
Yo, Carmelo could get drafted.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Good.
taking all the women's champions.
They just cleared out all the champions in the women. Yeah, exactly. Wow. And put
This
them on
is
different shows.
crazy.
It really is.
Now it's getting interesting.
Oh,
I
you
love it,
know
though. I
why?
said it would be cool to
You
see
know why
it.
Indy came up, right?
Hmm.
Because they started rebuilding her gimmick with her
Oh, with Dexter.
storyline with
Yeah.
Dexter.
Oh, we're gonna get Index back. Ah! I love that shit.
I can see
Interesting picks.
Shinsuke being the first world heavyweight champion.
Oh god, I'd lose my mind, dude.
That'd be awesome. He definitely should be in the tournament at least.
Why is
Oh,
Apollo
yeah.
Crews sitting in the front fucking row? Hasn't he already been in the big times?
Yeah, right.
He's in NXT
He's
now.
sitting there acting all excited, like,
been
bro, you were
yo-yoed.
just there 2 months
He's
ago.
been getting yo-yoed.
He and Jinder are like, pick us, pick us.
He's like, ooh, pick me, pick me, pick me. Bro, you were
Meanwhile,
already there. and they
Meanwhile, the
didn't
Yeah.
powers
want
of
you.
beer are like, nope. We'll take all the women. Wow. Shinsuke. I have loved this dude since like I don't even know when.
Yeah, to be honest, like I just remember watching Shinsuke in New Japan and thinking he was one of the biggest stars ever, and then WWE just hasn't really connected for him.
No, not really. Oh, I guess we're keeping this going.
I kind of hate that they keep saying it's a language barrier thing, though.
He speaks fluent fucking English.
Mhm.
Yeah, I met him when they did a joint show with Ring of Honor, and firsthand I could tell you, like I was like, oh, I'm a big fan. He says, "Thank you very much."
Karrion Kross just jumped Shinsuke.
And then he said, "What is your favorite match of mine?" And I was like, "Oh, I loved you." We actually had a mini conversation, so I could tell you right now, yeah, he does speak very good English.
You were able to hold a whole ass conversation with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see Karrion Kross going to Raw now.
Yeah, I could too,
Mhm.
especially after that segment. But yeah, that's what I was about to say. I've met the man and he speaks fluent fucking English. I don't understand. There's no barrier. The only barrier is he's not from here.
When was there ever a star from Japan in the WWE that succeeded to a top level?
Never. Never.
Yeah,
I mean, you had Asuka, but
Oscars, that's good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Asuka's it.
The one time it happened, it turned out he was actually Samoan.
oh
Yeah.
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna. That's what I remember
Lol.
saying that. I don't know if it was on this show, but I remember saying that on a podcast. Like, name the last Japanese WWE champion. And somebody went, Yokozuna. I was like, okay, name a real
it's
Japanese
still real to them.
WWE champion.
It's still real to them, damn it.
He really is Japanese.
He's
I had
Samoan.
a
Try
coworker
again.
one time. He was not American. I forgot what country he was from, but yeah, he was a fan of the WWE, and I forgot what happened, but someone jumped somebody, and the next day at work, he was saying, "Do you think he got arrested?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Because that was not in a match, and he beat him up, and security had to separate them. Do you think he got arrested for assault?" Because I was like, I didn't even want to be the one to ruin it for him. So I was just like,
Right.
I don't know, maybe he might have been arrested.
You're just like, sure,
Could be, really.
sweetheart,
I guess we'll
sure.
have to wait and see. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He got bailed out. He might be there
And
next
the
week.
Easter Bunny bailed him out.
So I'm guessing we have this tag match now. This is the main event. So I'm guessing.
It's the main event, and it's only
I'm
actually
guessing the picks are
9:30.
over.
No, I think that they'll probably go into like the last 3 minutes, and then we'll have a few more picks at the end of the show. Like I said, I think you have to have like something
Mm-hmm.
big at the end of the show to bring you into Raw.
Mm-hmm. It'll probably be Austin
I figured
Theory
maybe
going
the
to
bloodline
SmackDown.
would break down to end the show. Like the Usos lose again, and then Roman and Solo come out and start beating the living shit out of them.
Or you know what? Since the Usos weren't picked with the rest of the bloodline to really leave it on a cliffhanger,
They're
Well,
on SmackDown.
those
They got drafted to SmackDown.
Are you sure?
Uh huh.
oh they
I'm gonna double check. I don't know. They got called out.
I think they got drafted right in the very beginning.
I couldn't tell with the volume down as to not get thrown off of YouTube. So
Because I know that it was
I'm gonna
Solo,
double check.
Paul Heyman, and Roman.
Yeah, they got picked for sure.
And then when Triple H called out the Usos, it was just for the promo for
Right. That's what I
the
thought.
main event. 'Cause even on the ticker, I didn't see the Usos listed.
Yeah.
So the big
I'm
cliffhanger
pretty
could
sure they're
be
still available.
the Usos get drafted to Raw, which is a big shocker because they're separated from the bloodline.
Well, guys, I have to go.
Are you leaving us? Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go and spend some time with the wife. Dinero, thank you for coming
so
on.
much. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Love you.
Brucey,
Later.
love you too. Have fun with the
Deuces,
wifey.
bitch. I will.
Bye.
Dom,
Say hi to the high class lass for us.
I definitely will. I'll talk to you guys later.
Take care,
bro,
man.
love you.
Bye.
Thank you, high class.
Wow, this is so ignorant right here on Twitter that I just found.
What?
This is why wrestling is so crap now. All the drafts are just women. The women should be in brown panty matches, not wrestling for titles. It's been a female draft night. Go woke, go broke. Wow, really, my dude? Really?
Yeah, Rob Black.
Remind me again what year it is? And this guy's Twitter pic is Mike Tyson in the DX t-shirt.
Of course.
Whoever put out
Why am I
that
not
tweet,
surprised?
From Manchester.
do me one fucking favor.
Thank you.
1,000%.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
For real. All right, I got a bold prediction, right?
Okay.
So I just said how I think that the big cliffhanger ending is going to be the Usos get drafted to Raw. And now you don't have older brother Jay and Jimmy talking Solo out of trying to be the tribal chief himself. And then we end up not in the future, but I mean in the future, but not in the near future. We end up having Solo Sikoa turn on Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Roman turns babyface. Solo Sikoa is his next big threat. And because the Usos are on the other brand, they can't talk sense into their brother.
It's interesting.
That'll be an interesting.
I don't know about Roman as a face. I've seen it and I don't like it. I really don't like it.
Would you make Solo the face? I think Solo is the next Umaga. Like he has it in him to be the next big, Samoan.
I think honestly though, anybody who steps up to Roman will be sold as the face, even if that's not deliberate. Like they'll just be the face. They don't have a choice in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think KO Zane retains here. Wow, that rhymed. I didn't even notice. Thank you for the question, but that's my answer. I don't, the Usos had it for a record-breaking amount of time, and Sami and KO won at the beginning of the month. They're gonna lose it 3 weeks later. Nah.
I'm surprised that they haven't made an announcement of what's going on with the tag titles, because the thing is, if you're already separated and have a new championship for Raw now, then why are the tag championships still combined? Like, unless, and this is real participation trophy, but unless there's somehow a finish here where maybe it's a double pin and you reward if the Usos get drafted to SmackDown, you reward them SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and KO and Sami go on as Raw Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
It's just weird because what do you do here? Do you separate
I guess
them?
it just depends on how serious they're going to be about the brand split, which I don't even really believe in anymore. Like, it was cool when it started. Now it's just like, meh. But if they're serious about it, and KO and Sami retain, you probably have to tell them, like, okay, you were drafted to Raw. You got to give up the SmackDown titles, and we'll have a tournament for SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Were they drafted yet? I'm trying to remember. They won't put the ticker up.
KO and Sami?
Yeah, didn't they get drafted to Raw?
No, not yet. Wait, were they?
Oh, wait,
No,
here we go. Draft picks. No, no, they weren't drafted yet either. But say like, to be hypothetically, if they're drafted to Raw, like you gotta relinquish the SmackDown tag team titles, and we'll have a
Yeah.
tournament to crown a set of champions on Friday.
SmackDown looks like the winner here, to be honest, for night one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
God, look at that.
They've really made out like bandits.
I was
real.
actually about to ask that before we got into the main event, so thank you. You're making my job a lot easier. Yeah, it does feel like SmackDown won when you look at who they got and you look at who Raw got.
Roman, Bobby, AJ, Edge, like that alone.
I mean, nothing against Gunther, like Gunther and Cody, of course, and Shinsuke and all that, but it just feels like there's more star power overall on SmackDown so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Fox probably has a say in that too. But
also, isn't this a contract year for SmackDown on Fox?
Mm-hmm.
Probably trying to keep.
Yeah,
that's how. If you remember, that's how Vince got back in it. Oh shoot! Wait a minute. They're gonna have Shinsuke versus Cross next week, but Shinsuke already got drafted to Raw.
See, the draft already doesn't mean shit.
So much for that brand split, boys and girls.
I think they did.
Does it start after Backlash?
They haven't. They didn't say, as far as I know. Bad Bunny, I love that dude.
I mean, you would think it would have to start after Backlash, just because. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, it depends on where other wrestlers go on Raw, but if there's already built-in feuds and matches for Backlash, say for example, if Bronson Reed gets drafted to Raw, and you have Bronson in that three-way, like this will have to start after Backlash.
Yeah. You would have to like at least finish up the feuds and then move forward.
You know what I hope? I hope that these two brands have, different looks. Like I hope that they have different settings, different Trons. Make the ropes blue on SmackDown, the ropes red on Raw. Right now, Raw and SmackDown looks like the same show besides the color. Like, give it its own identity.
Oh, the roster changes
Yeah,
take
that makes
effect
sense.
after SmackDown. Thank you, Bloodline
Okay.
Entertainment Network.
Now, yeah, I mean,
I really do have monkeys in the truck now. Sweet. That's so cool.
I've had this shit on mute the whole time, to be honest, just so it doesn't pick up on the camera.
Yeah, I've had the volume like way down, and I've got one headphone off. I tried to pull a tribal chief trick with another headphone in my ear, but it kept connecting to my computer like a microphone, so it was fucking this up, and I couldn't have both. I was like, damn it, all right, I'll just turn it way down and I'll pop one off.
This should be good because there's still a decent amount of time on the show.
Yeah, I mean, we still got, what, 20 minutes? I'll tell you what, during one of the
Interesting.
commercials, I may
Okay,
just...
so looking at it broken down by individuals, not just teams, it looks like SmackDown's much more loaded right now.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it broken down by individuals, Raw got Cody Rhodes, Becky Lynch, Gunther, Giovanni Vinci, Ludwig Kaiser, Matt Riddle, Drew McIntyre, The Miz, Shinsuke, and Indy Hartwell. SmackDown has Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, Bianca Belair, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, Edge, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Michin, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn.
Damn,
that's if you look at it just as individuals. Huh?
That's like double the amount of Raw.
Yeah. Just on the names alone, you just think like, man, SmackDown is loaded.
I like that AJ's back on SmackDown. SmackDown is the house.
He was the champ that built the camp, so it does feel appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, this was the house that Styles built, so yeah.
Even though SmackDown started in '99 and he didn't get here to 2016, somehow it's the house that Styles built.
Well,
neither here nor there.
By doing the whole hashtag beat up John Cena. If you can do that, it's your house.
Yeah. I remember
Bruce had enough of WWE. Nah, he just he just hasn't seen his wife since like 4 o'clock this morning. All right. Well, in the spirit of saving time, since we're getting up on a commercial, because I know JD's coming up like right after us with WrestleBread, I'm gonna put this out here right now. Dinero, let the people know where they can find you.
Oh, most definitely, yes. Wrestling Delorean podcast right now every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On iHeartRadio and on all podcast platforms, streaming platforms. Find me on the socials at Wrestling Delorean Pod on Instagram and on Twitter at W_DeLorean Pod. It's been a big month for the Wrestling DeLorean, and I am so grateful for all my beautiful Wrestling DeLorean passengers. So definitely, check out the Wrestling DeLorean podcast. We had a really fun episode today. It was the passengers pick. Put up a poll on Twitter. You guys chose the show you want me to review. It was really fun. I'm gonna be doing that every week. So thank you for making that happen, people.
I know I voted, so I had spoken.
And I could probably guess what you voted for too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you knew. The show I was at, that's the one I voted for.
Which is funny because I was out there too. And
I know.
we knew each other. What if we sat right next to each other? And then
that would have been crazy. I think I would have noticed that there was a little kid sitting next to me. Now.
It was funny because there was another little kid. Like I noticed yesterday when the Smackdown Crusaders were coming into the arena and they were going up the balcony. There was another little kid. He must have been like 5 years old, and he was flipping off JB. I was like, he feels like a 5-year-old. I'm like, hell yeah.
I was like, was that Dinero?
Yep.
Yeah. And
he's trying to play that it was some other 5-year-old, but it was him.
Yeah, right. Don't go back and check because you might see someone like.
Right. And since Wendy's under the weather and in the spirit of saving time, I'm going to say, for those of you just tuning in, you can find all our back catalog at anchor.fm/TRWT for all your audio podcasts. You can pick your platform from there, or you can go search on YouTube for TRWT parentheses a Fox Den John. It's a Philly thing because I made it. And you'll catch everything there. Everything else you will find right here on the Bloodline Network, as we are now exclusive. And you can also find us on social media. You can search Facebook for Top Rope Wrestling Talk, come to our group, or go follow us at the Bloodline Entertainment Network on Facebook. Or do both. We got completely different things. One's business, one's kind of personal where we have a lot of fun. So go do both. You can find us on Twitter at Top Rope WT. And you can find us at the 3-time award winner for worst Instagram handle ever. And that is at top_rope_wrestling_talk. I swear I'm out of breath every time. And please, while you're at it, if you're just tuning in for the first time, subscribe to the Bloodline Entertainment Network, ring that bell, like this video. If you're on Twitch, thank you. We love you. Please hit follow. And you can find the Bloodline Network everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube at the Bloodline ENT. There are also links for our sexy ass website, our Spreaker, even TRWT merch in the description of this episode. It will be in the description of the audio episode. So definitely check all that out. Follow us, rate us, subscribe, like, do all the things, all of it. Share that shit. Tell everybody. Bloodline Network. All them other podcasters are the twos, and we the ones.
Like even Mickey Mouse is throwing that motherfucker up.
Right? Even he know. Mickey know.
To be honest, I don't know why the fuck Mickey's going like this, but he is.
It works though. It works though. Yeah, sorry. Like I said, guys, if you're still I can see there's still people watching. Stick around. Go to WrestleBread after us. Get all her thoughts and analysis on the draft and more. JD is amazing. You'll love her if you haven't seen her, and if you have, you know I'm right. So please stick around, check her out. I love the Queen of Philly, and you will too.
Yeah, shout out JD and WrestleBread.
There's Grandma is the first lady of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. JD is the first fucking lady of the Bloodline.
I love how Sammy and Owens have the PWG logo on their shorts.
Right? I don't know how to get away with it, but it's cool.
It's a nice tribute. Because Vince isn't there to say anything about it.
Right? Exactly.
I'm amazed there wasn't some like trade off. Like, yeah, you can have the PWG logo, but you got to put the sin emoji on the other side.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think I read somewhere. I don't see it now, but I read somewhere that they also had a Super Dragon picture or something.
Did they?
Yeah, yeah. I thought that they had that for
that.
for WrestleMania. I think it was.
Yeah, which is awesome. I mean, Super Dragon did a lot for the careers of Sammy and Kevin.
Mhm.
I was definitely overhyped and a little lost in the sauce on night one, so I missed that.
It might have been on. They both came out in hoodies. I think it might have been on like the hoodie they had.
Okay.
I thought it was on Kevin's gear.
Oh, it was on the gear.
I was
I
like,
think so.
hearing
On
it, I just
Kevin's
don't
at
remember
least.
seeing
I was like 7 Guinness deep by the end of night one, so I probably missed that. My bad, y'all. My bad.
I didn't even see night one until the next day. I actually saw night one right before night two. That was like 8 hours of wrestling. I was dead
Just
tired.
powered right through it like it was your job.
Yep.
Yeah, like an Iron Man marathon, man. He went old school on watching WrestleMania all in one night.
You did. You really did.
That's
Wasn't
how
WrestleMania
dedicated he
35?
is to the craft. He went old school watching WrestleMania 8 straight hours.
Wasn't WrestleMania like 35, like something like 6-7 hours or some shit
It
like
was
that?
like 7+
Something like that.
hours. And the next year they decided to go to 2 nights, and it was like, oh, thank you. Maybe you could just cut down the card a little bit.
You think they keep the 2-night format, or you think when they come to Philly they go one?
2 night.
I think they're gonna keep the 2-night because they can make more money off of it. I just wish that maybe they bring in somebody from New Japan to help them with the 2-night format.
Yeah,
because they just don't seem to know how to pull off the like back-to-back nights of good booking.
Yeah, I mean,
night one is always holy shit. Night 2 is always what the fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say night one was fucking great.
Yeah,
and
it was
then
amazing.
But night 2 was good too. Like, I see a lot of people shitting on it. Night 2 was good too. I enjoyed the Hell in a Cell a lot more than I saw other people enjoyed it. I liked, of course, Cody and Roman was great. I think what the problem was you gave too much on night 1. They didn't evenly space out.
Oh yeah, that's definitely always the case though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They just spent their whole wad on night 1, and then they were like night 2.
Yeah, I mean, look at last year. You had
night 1
color-coded weapons.
It's like they reversed the party. Night 1 they give you the full feast, and night 2 they're like, we only have hors d'oeuvres left. This is what you get, the hors d'oeuvres.
Shit.
Because look at even last year. Night 1, not only did you get the Cody return, but you had Stone Cold main event.
Mm-hmm. And then night 2, you were like, the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
They get you so excited on night 1, you can't wait to get back for night 2, and then you get to night 2, and you're like, why did I come? Why did I do it?
What did you guys think about Chavo talking shit about Ray?
I mean, he's got to stay relevant somehow, right?
That was almost as bad as the Enzo Amore. That's actually worse than the Enzo Amore.
It might be worse. It might be. At least Chavo is like a solid wrestler who had a career, which is 2 things I can't say about Enzo.
And then also on top of that, like to say that he's prostituting the name, like Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio were not best friends. Like, if I lost my best friend, am I wrong for paying homage to my best friend? Or is his family going to be like, yo, you're prostituting his name by paying tribute to him? Like,
so did he feel this way like back in the day when Ray was coming out in the lowrider for the Royal Rumble and all that shit? Like,
they did have that storyline where he was like, oh, you're not a Guerrero, you're never going to be a Guerrero. But now it's like, he's saying he was playing a heel, but for what company? Because last time I checked, you're unemployed. Like, what company are you playing the heel for? I don't think we're going to get a Rey Mysterio Chavo Guerrero blow off because you're talking shit on Twitter.
When was the last time there was a big Chavo Guerrero run?
Gosh, when was the first time there was a big Chavo Guerrero?
Right. That's a better question.
Los Guerreros?
When he was running with Eddie and they were tag champs, there was that. And he's the reason that Ray has got plastic knees in the first place, if you recall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a little.
Yeah, it just seems like, hey, I'm trying to extend my 15 minutes. All right, Chavo, we get it. Go away.
Well, the Guerreros right now, there's a lot of drama with the Guerreros, with Chavo
Yeah,
talking
there is.
shit about Ray. You have the whole drama with Vicky and her daughter. It's like, damn.
Mhm.
Rey Mysterio showing positive light to the Guerrero name should be thanked, not looked
Right.
down upon.
It's like if anybody's shitting on the Guerrero name at this point, you kind of feel like it's the Guerrero family right now. And I hate saying that, but it doesn't make it any less true. Damn, KO.
Yeah.
I swear, and I've said this since ROH. Kevin Owens is the guy you look at and you think there is no way he's a decent wrestler. Like he's in gym shorts, he's kind of chunky, and then you see him go, and you're just like, wow.
Remember, I went to Ring of Honor a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I was already a big fan of Kevin Owens because, like I said, the first time I really tuned in and saw my first Ring of Honor show, it was a historic show. It was Man Up, first ever ladder war, the Briscoes versus Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen and El Generico.
Right.
So went to a couple Ring of Honor shows, loved what he was doing. Brought my brother to a Ring of Honor show. He'd never seen Ring of Honor before.
Right.
Kevin Owens comes out and he was like, who's this? Like, he's not even in wrestling gear. He's out of shape. And by the end of it, he was like, he's fucking awesome. This guy's so cool. And I'm like, never judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? Kevin Owens is awesome. And he's another one of those guys where, back in 2010, 2011, when he started to gain even more weight, it was like, oh man, he's so good, but the WWE won't even look at him probably because of like his look and his style. Look where he is now. Main evented the last 2 WrestleManias.
Yeah. And even before that, he beat Seth Rollins twice in one night at a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, dude is a huge deal. And if you saw him for the first time, you thought, man, there's no way this guy can wrestle. And then you see him. That's like the unanimous reaction. Like, oh, wow, damn, yeah, he's good.
And he's also an amazing guy, too.
In the middle of this match, they cut back to Heyman and Solo, and Heyman was on the phone, and he hangs up with Roman and looks at Solo, and he says, tonight is your night? What the fuck does that mean? Is he going to screw the Usos out of this?
Did I ever tell you the story of what Kevin Owens did for my sister?
I don't think so.
I went to a show. It was Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore. And it was in Poughkeepsie, so it was pretty far, right? I went alone because I don't know if you remember Mike Johnson, right, from the PW Insider.
Yeah.
He used to go to all the ECW shows and shit. He was front row. Yeah. So he used to run this thing called Wrestling Road Trips, where they'd rent out a big ass bus, and then if like a show was like not too far, maybe like 45 to an hour away, like you could go on the bus trip with other fans. Right. And I went to a House of Hardcore show, and Kevin Owens was there. He was wrestling. I forgot who he wrestled that night. Oh, he wrestled Rhino that night, right? And he was doing like a meet and greet, and he was like selling pictures. But I spent all my money on the road trip, and I know that my sister really wanted to come, but she couldn't make it. And she was a huge Kevin Steen fan because she used to come to the Ring of Honor shows with me and fell in love with Kevin Steen.
Right.
And I asked, if I could take a picture of him, right? And I was telling him take a picture with him. And I was telling him about my sister and all that. And he said, oh, hit record on your phone. I didn't even ask. Hit record on your phone. And he does like a 3 or 4 minute video giving a shout out to my sister. Oh, next time I see you, come to me. Let me know that, this is you. I'll give you free merch, give you a hug. And he kept his word because the next time we saw him in Ring of Honor, he was doing a meet and greet. I was like, oh, I don't know if you remember me, House of Hardcore. You took a video. He's like, yeah, it's Tiana. He remembered her name and everything. Wow. So I was like, you just made a fan for life. I don't care what you do, where you are. You're always going to be in our good graces.
Wow.
He's a great guy.
You know what? I'm an even bigger Kevin Owens fan after that story. That is beautiful. And Bakley, I was saying the same thing a minute ago.
Hey, sorry, had to dash off. Apparently I gave the husband what I had and now he's just exploding out of every end, like I was for about a day and a half. So I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go take care of him, like
Hope
he
you
did
feel
me.
better. Thanks so much, Wendy.
All right, thanks for
Please
hanging
do.
out, you guys. I'm sorry I have to roll.
It's all
no
good.
All right,
problem,
bye, you
Grandma.
guys.
Thank you anyway.
Take
We
care. Have a
love
great
you.
weekend.
All right, you too. Love you guys. Bye.
Oh, you too. Feel better.
Yeah, I hope everyone
You
feels
too,
better.
Jose.
Thank you.
And all that was left was the Impact Players of Podcasting, boys and girls.
That double super kick will look a little weak. You see the Super Dragon mask logo on Kevin Owens' pants?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
see
what
it
was.
now.
Oh no!
Oh. Damn, look at him fight back.
This
There you
is a
go,
great
Sammy.
match.
They always like they had a great match at WrestleMania. This is a great match.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
You're too far in the future.
Ah, fuck! I forgot about that. I'm sorry, I got carried away.
That's all good.
I'm trying to hold
I
back
got
because I know I'm
Sammy.
in the
Sammy just
future,
threw
but then I
Jay
get up
into
in
the.
it.
Yeah, Sammy just threw Jay into the steps. Now he just hit the haluva kick.
Okay. My bad. I was trying to hold back and not really say anything, and then
All good.
I just got caught up in the moment. It was like, oh shit!
It's your show. I mean, I shouldn't have to wait for me.
No, I know. I just we've been in the past on watch-alongs before, so I know how I feel. Like, damn it, what happened? So I'm trying to hold it. It was just it got away from me in that moment. Like, oh shit, here we go. I'm right again. See, greatest prediction champ in podcast history. It's not a gimmick, it's a shoot. I'm amazed it ended like that. But okay. I thought maybe Solo would do something.
I thought we might get one more blockbuster.
We get more, or yeah, like you said, more picks. But yeah, that's it. So apparently we're done, folks. It was a good episode. It was an interesting draft, and they'll have more on Monday. I'm not sure we will, but we'll try to see if we can get something worked out. But I mean, until then, thank you to everybody that came through the live chat tonight. You guys kept it. You guys kept it real and kept it amazing all night. Thank you, of course, to High Class and Grandma for showing up, especially Grandma for not feeling so well. And of course, thank you to our honorary member and special guest, Mike Dinero. Please go check out the Wrestling Delorean on iHeartRadio. I'm so proud of this guy.
Thank you. You always hold it down. Always a great host. Always, amazing host. Even better person. Thank you so much, bro.
Oh, I appreciate that. I just do what I can do when I can do it, So from everybody here, enjoy the rest of your weekend and just enjoy wrestling in general. If it's not your cup of tea, let somebody else drink it, okay?
Oh, yeah, and make sure you tune into WrestleBread right now.
I was just about to say, and enjoy JD and WrestleBread immediately following this in like 30 seconds. Go now because we're done.
Think about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.